Duggar News. Jason Duggar's home repair lawsuit ends in dismissal amid fraud accusations. Jason Duggar's Benton Home Repairs lawsuit was recently tossed based on preconceived notions. Duggar News readers know this happened after 6 months of scam accusations. The legal battle interrupted Jason and Maddie's future plans. While the couple saw a bright future together, renovating the property proved unfortunate for them. Jason, the contractor, was guilty of having an illegal contracting license. Since day one of the lawsuit, he has gone back and forth in court to appeal for dismissal as soon as possible. He works for Madison Holding, the company involved in the case. They denied all the allegations and claimed they followed all the contract terms. What new details are out from the recent court hearing? Jason Duggar is still not out of legal drama after he has been held as a fraudster. The disgrace that brought him due to his operation of constructing Arkansas's property without having a legal license cost him fame. The 24-year-old, Josh's younger brother, calls himself a self-taught contractor. Duggar News followers know he had to face a lawsuit by Mark L. Thompson, a house owner. Thompson blamed Jason for ignoring contractual repairs in a $350,000 three-bedroom house bought in September 2023. He further accused Jason of hiding that he isn't a licensed contractor. After several months of delay, the latter tried to fix the strain with Thompson through text messages. Later, Thompson's attorney, Myers, informed In Touch that they didn't know why Jason or his company had not done the required work for 1 year. Recently, the noted source confirmed that Circuit Judge Christine Horwork closed Jason Duggar's lawsuit. Mark Thompson, the plaintiff, asked the court to dissolve the case against the counting on alum on March 6. Therefore, on the same day, Horwork announced that Jason's case was shut down permanently. The lawsuit is never possible to revive. The move for lawsuit dismissal didn't mention a reason. However, there was just one request: that each party involved in the lawsuit be responsible for court and lawyer costs and other expenses. This news was first published in the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. The filing of the lawsuit was in September 2024. The lawsuit initially alleged Jason of fraud, breach of warranties, breach of contract, and negligence. The paperwork for the repair contract for the $350,000 house couldn't track Jason's working license on the Arkansas Contractors Licensing Board. Hence, the suspicion caused Thompson to report it to the law and fight it legally thereafter. According to the contract, Jason and Madison Holding promised to make multiple repairs on the roof, ruptured drywall, and bathroom, along with numerous tweaks. Thompson couldn't stop complaining when Jason failed to complete the repairs by a specific date. Instead of complying, the TLC personality suggested he pay someone to do it. Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for the latest Duggar News tea. The Duggar family has never been a stranger to controversy, with their reality TV stardom, scandals, and public drama often making headlines. The latest news comes courtesy of Jason Duggar, the lesser-known but still infamous member of the family, whose legal battle over a home repair lawsuit has come to an unexpected end. The lawsuit, which had been brewing for months, was dismissed in court, but not before it stirred up accusations of fraud and negligence that have left fans and critics alike questioning the family's business practices. The lawsuit unfolds. The case in question began when Jason Duggar was involved in a home renovation project that quickly spiraled into legal turmoil. Duggar, known for his quiet demeanor and more reserved approach to fame compared to some of his more outspoken siblings, had made a name for himself in the business world by starting his own home repair company. His brand had been built on promises of reliable, honest work, and many saw his venture as a natural progression for someone with his background. After all, the Duggar family was known for their hard work ethic and down-to-earth values. However, things took a turn when a couple in Arkansas filed a lawsuit against Jason, claiming they had been the victims of a home repair nightmare. The couple had hired Duggar's company to fix significant water damage in their home, but they claimed the work was incomplete, poorly executed, and in some cases, left their home in worse condition than before. According to their filing, Duggar's company had charged them for work that was never completed, while the repairs that were done were shoddy at best. The fraud accusations. What started as a dispute over unfinished work soon turned into something far more sinister. The plaintiffs accused Jason Duggar of fraud, alleging that they had been misled into believing the repairs would be more extensive and long-lasting than they actually were. They claimed that Duggar's company had used deceptive business practices, including falsely inflating the scope of work, misrepresenting the materials used, and taking payment without delivering on promises. The accusations raised eyebrows, especially given the Duggar family's history of legal issues. Fans of the family had already seen some of the more public scandals surrounding their siblings, including Josh Duggar's legal problems, and many wondered if this latest controversy was just another example of the Duggar family's murky dealings behind the scenes. The legal drama. As the lawsuit progressed, things became increasingly heated. The plaintiffs alleged that Jason Duggar and his team had taken advantage of their trust, with no intention of following through on the promised repairs. They pointed to incomplete invoices and questionable billing practices as further proof of fraudulent intent. In return, Jason Duggar's defense team maintained that the accusations were false and that the plaintiffs were simply unhappy with the results of the project. What followed was a long and grueling legal battle, with both sides going back and forth over the terms of the contract, the materials used, and the level of completion of the work. Duggar, who had mostly stayed out of the spotlight since his brief appearance on the family's reality show 19 Kids and Counting, was forced to testify. His statements in court only fueled the fire, as many observers noted his discomfort with the questioning. His demeanor did little to convince the court or the public that the matter was anything other than a case of poor business management. The case reached its climax when the judge dismissed the lawsuit in favor of Jason Duggar's defense team. The ruling came as a surprise to many, especially given the seriousness of the accusations. However, the judge determined that there wasn't enough concrete evidence to support the claims of fraud and negligence, and thus, the case was thrown out. The aftermath and public reaction. Though the lawsuit may have been dismissed, the damage to Jason Duggar's reputation remained. Legal experts have noted that even a dismissed case can have long-lasting effects on a person's credibility, especially when accusations of fraud are involved. Many of Duggar's detractors took to social media to voice their opinions, criticizing the dismissed case as yet another sign of the Duggar family's lack of accountability. The Duggar family, notorious for their strict religious views and conservative values, has long faced a divide between their public image and their private lives. The case against Jason Duggar only deepened that divide. Fans of the Duggar family, many of whom had stood by them through thick and thin, found themselves torn between supporting Jason and confronting the reality of the allegations against him. What made matters worse was the timing of the lawsuit, which coincided with the Duggar family's ongoing struggles in the public eye. Following Josh Duggar's highly publicized arrest and conviction on child pornography charges, the family had been dealing with a massive amount of negative attention. For many, the thought that Jason Duggar might be involved in deceptive practices made it harder to defend the family as a whole. Even though the lawsuit was dismissed, many felt that the dismissal didn't entirely clear Jason's name, leaving lingering questions about his business dealings. Fraud allegations linger. While the legal case may be over, the accusations of fraud against Jason Duggar are not likely to disappear anytime soon. Public opinion remains divided, with some believing that the case was a baseless attack on the Duggar family, while others are unconvinced that the dismissal was a sign of innocence. In the age of social media, it's easy for rumors and accusations to persist long after a court case has ended, and it's clear that Jason Duggar's reputation may never fully recover from this scandal. Fans and critics alike have raised concerns about how the Duggar family handles their finances and business dealings, and whether or not their public image matches the reality of their actions behind closed doors. As more details about the case continue to emerge, it's likely that Jason Duggar's legal woes will remain a point of contention for years to come.